And hello everybody, welcome on back to another episode of Assassin's Creed. We are going to pick back up
Use throwing knives
where we
to
left
deal
off
with
in the
distant
last one. It's been a little bit of a break, but I think I remember. So we've just got 2 more targets to go before we hit, presumably, the finale of the game. So hopefully if you've been taking the time to watch this, you've been enjoying, and you know, I've seen a little bit of the support already and it's been really nice. Been working hard just to try and like make consistent content and kind of just have fun playing some things, because you know, it's like sometimes you just gotta take a step back and just enjoy doing what you're doing. So
Use the action view to gather information.
I was like, seen a couple of new subscribers here lately and all that fun stuff too, so I was like, it's been nice. So if you are subscribed, consider maybe doing so if you've enjoyed what I'm doing, and
tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
or be like this guy and roast.
Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
No, I'm never too
Muallim
important
has
for you,
asked I
buddy.
take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
You know what? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you actually being nice to me. Also, so I did do some research, and I was like, so apparently... So actually I have no clue if Altair is only the protagonist of this game, because Ezio gets 3 games, and that's Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelation. That's why I couldn't remember what the last one was. Oh.
Someone tell me why he's doing that.
I don't know, why am I doing that? Why am I doing what?
Just a few coins, please.
Nope. They don't give me the ability to have any money in this game. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, bucko pal.
What is that fool doing? This is an honor to die in service to
Just following in the footsteps of my favorite music creator. I almost said Hannah Montana. Nope. Miley Cyrus, because it's the climb. Although I do hear when you're famous, it can be kind of fun. Crazy to think that, like, grew up in the era of a lot of different Disney shows that are renowned for, like, being pretty good. Classics to everyone, if you will. But then also it was like I missed out on a ton because I really, like, stopped watching stuff pretty early. Like, I went around and I looked at it and I was like, I've been watching Northern Lion for 12 years now. Because I watched him back when he originally started the XCOM series. And I literally just played, or I have just watched his stuff since. It was like in that time frame, because you know, I was in high school at the time. So I went through like all of high school. Went through all of high school. Oh, poor guy, he fell off the edge. You know, went through all of high school, ended up going through 4 years of college. I've moved across the country and been here for almost 4 years now.
Well, I suppose that's
Still watching his stuff.
I even found a letter on him which I gave to Nemair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Nemair and get that letter.
I beg of you. I beg of you, just a few coins, please.
Alright, time to focus. Oh. Okay. Alright, nope. Drop down, please. Thank you. And climb up this ladder. Run over here. One thing that I've always noticed that the camera position in a lot of games do is they always default to like this kind of angle down, but when you're running, it's so much easier to keep it up like this. Ooh, almost fell.
Altair, here, take this. I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
You've been looking all over me, but I have to come to you. I see how it is. Let's see. Yeah, I was like, so, you know, that realization definitely gave me a little bit of a existential crisis. What? Ooh. How? When?
Has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend.
Who is seeing? Where did you come from? Oh, we killed a Templar. I mean, that's cool. Don't know what you're talking about. Who gave you permission to tell me where I can or can't go? That's always the debate when I make, you know, playthroughs of games, if I should go, like, at the end and make just, like, one big supercut of everything. Because I should get more into doing, like, actual edited content. Instead of it all just being, like, raw gameplay. That way it was like, every now and again you can kind of get a little bit more of an abridged experience and then decide for yourself if you want to go back and watch, like, the full cut. Or the unedited cut. But also, I'm someone that I'll sit there and I'll watch a 6-hour video, no problem.
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa.
Truth be told, I'm missing. Truth be told, I'm lying. What? Really? You weren't even looking at me, and then you just turned around and... Okay. Alright. Let's get back into proper fighting. Would you like to pull the sword out now that I've pushed the button? There we go. Ow. Like I said, definitely the parry master over here. We're doing great. Go on, strike me. You decided you wanted to taunt, you know. Well, that's good. I'm glad we can reinitialize.
I think not.
Okay. Alright.
Who could have done such a thing?
Who... I don't know. Who could have done such a thing?
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Alright. Let's run around here. Oh, no, you're not going to come back that easily this time, huh? Oh, no, you are. There you go.
Dark days indeed.
Okay. Now this time I'm going to wait for you to go do something else, because apparently every time you're just going to immediately see me.
Here? Who did this?
There we go. Our guy should be in a garden. Don't look at me like that.
Who did this?
Yoink. Nice little bonus for me, am I right?
Everywhere. Watching. Waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like Saladin.
Just a
And
few
take up
coins,
things
please.
against our enemies.
My family is depending on you. Could you spare a few
Leave me
coins?
alone.
Fine. All I ask is for a few coins. I'm so hungry. Could you
Evvelki
spare
sefer
the
elimizden
money?
kurtulduk. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin vermeyin. Gözünüzü
Like, I remember
dönün,
this.
dönecek.
It always makes me think of like playing Yakuza 0 when you can just run around and throw money on the street to distract
There are still
people.
those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
Just a few coins, please.
Get out of my way.
The infidel king would see us all
No, you
fight
don't
for the
understand.
world.
I have nothing.
We must resist. We must
Please,
push
can't you
back.
spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
Come see what I stand before you to deliver a
Please,
warning.
can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
There will be no stopping him.
what I do. You won't believe your eyes.
Was it this game that I talked about, like, the difference in voice acting? Because, like, again, obviously there's, like, it's professional people doing the voice acting and whatnot. But it's so crazy, like, where we've gotten to with it now. Because I feel like voice acting in games is just so well done. And I wonder if that's, like, a sign. Because, you know, this was... Oh, God. This game's almost 20 years old at this point.
Please.
I think I did the math on it. It was, like, 17 years old, something like that.
Just a few coins, please.
Altair, my friend, you have become quite the wanted man, as am I. I must prepare my family for the trip back to the safety of Masayef this afternoon. Could you finish my last assignment in exchange for information? Some men must be eliminated in Jubair's quarter. Be fast, my friend.
Without assassinate all targets and return to the former without being exposed.
You are not allowed to be here. Leave.
These texts have no longer
I hate it here. Oh. Okay, alright. Off to a great start. Okay. Let's try this again. Please? Like, these stubs are specifically meant for climbing, and then sometimes you hit points like that where it just physically won't let you.
This is our chance to begin anew. Let Jubair lead you to revelation. Let him lead you to the light. You live a lie.
Is there nobody up that I'm supposed to assassinate? They're all targets on the ground floor.
Locked away, they might still be discovered.
Please. Drop.
These texts can no longer do harm. Once he was a teacher, a false prophet of their lies. But then the way was made clear to Jubair. He saw what must be done. Understood it fell to
Never would have
him
seen you around
to
somewhere
learn the
before.
truth, to spread it. And as he was shown the way, so was I. And I will show you as well.
Maybe I won't be doing all of these.
Once he was a teacher, a false prophet of their lies. But then the way was made clear to Jubair. He saw what must be done. Understood it fell to him, having learned the truth, to spread it. And as he was shown the way, so was I.
Oh no!
And I
What happened?
will show you as well. You live a lie, surrounded by false knowledge, created by wicked men who seek dominion over your minds.
You just...
Locked away, they might still be discovered.
You literally just appeared in front of me.
These texts can no longer do harm.
Don't make it seem like it's my fault when you literally phased out of... or phased into existence. I was gonna say out of existence. They're like, no, that's not the right word. Oh, okay.
Our fathers dwelled in darkness, and their fathers before them. It does not mean we
Okay,
must
how do we
learn.
get...
This is our chance
Okay.
to begin anew. Let Jubair
That guy's definitely gonna
lead you
just
to
see me do
revelation.
this, right?
Let him lead you to the light. You live a lie,
No?
surrounded by false knowledge, created by wicked men who seek dominion over your minds. Locked away.
And we're still on pace to maybe get this done.
I beg of you, just a few coins, please. So hungry. Just a little money and nothing. I'm so hungry for just a little money.
A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can.
Too many things.
The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of
The
lives
most
are
graceful
lost in its defense.
climb down of all time.
It is a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to
You've
God,
something to say?
fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this.
Oh.
Now comes the English king and his infidel army.
What happened here?
I thought that guy looked right at me, not gonna lie.
You live a lie, surrounded by false knowledge, created by wicked men who seek
Oh, was this...
dominion over
This
your
guy was on the
minds.
roof, huh?
Locked away, they might still
is he
be
doing?
discovered. But
What
once
the fuck?
burned, these texts can no longer...
No, he wasn't on the roof, was he?
All I ask is for a
He's over here.
It's great
Okay.
to see you back so quickly and in one piece. I must return to my family.
Yep,
Before I
great
leave,
try.
This is for you.
Wasn't even worried in the
Map
slightest.
showing where scholars are planning to burn books and other sources of knowledge. Please be careful and let the future reunite us. I'll give your blessings to my family.
We burning books, look for smoke. I feel like they put in a lot of effort for this investigation stuff, and like every time I've literally just been able to run in, I immediately see the person and then kill him, and I'm like, alright, cool, we're good.
Jubayer sees things the way they truly are. Sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed.
Bu şehirde bir yerde olduğunu biliyorum ve seni elime geçireceğim.
Alright, time to follow this guy and then beat him up. Just like the real hero we are. I'd also be very interested to like check out the tonal shift between this and the second Assassin's Creed game. Especially with it being a different main character and whatnot. Because like I feel like because this is very like just kind of one note in my opinion.
Could you spare a few coins?
But again, not bad because obviously I've been enjoying kind of playing this through, so.
I beg of you. I beg of you.
Joke's on you, you can't do anything to me if I can just block all your punches. Ah! Ouch. Man, if only I could counter the punch. I just need to block. Just keep doing the thing that I've done every single time so far and we'll be fine. Why is this guy able to punch so fast? Oh, and now you're in on it too? There you go.
Violence is not the answer, my child.
In this we agree, so speak and I may stay my blade. What is it your master intends? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to build a road upon which soon all men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
You are blind. The words upon these parchments, they are poison. Jubayer holds the cure. He'll free us from their lies.
It's nonsense you speak. You've lost your mind.
No, not lost, but found. I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
A fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
That's just such a bad way to go though. It was like, he gets stabbed in the gut like that and I was like, that's gonna hurt. Oh, come on. Rude. Remember, you guys started this fight. I was just minding my own business. I mean, I did kill that guy, don't get me wrong. I wonder if my ability to kill people with the counter is dependent upon the timing of it, or if they're at like low enough health to be insta-killed. Remember, if you're ever in a fight, don't taunt, because then you get locked into your animation. You're just a free hit. Could you imagine if like getting into a fight in real life was like getting into a fight in a video game? Like everyone attacks you one-on-one, It's never more than that, and it's like they'll avoid hitting you, and sometimes you just have to like sit back and let them do the effort of initiating. It's like you take a lot more damage to actually do anything to than what they do. Like you get into a fight and you just take someone out, you know, in one hit, but then they hit you like 20 times and you barely feel a thing. Don't even get me started on like the health regen too. Like man, if only there was a way to be like an actual RPG character IRL. Why did I say IRL? Hey, buddy.
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa Al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
What if I walked up to the feather?
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Wow. You being kind to me?
Fast forwarding memory.
Guess I just have that that influence on people, huh? Alright. So I think that means I only had like one other investigation to do to have all of them. Yeah, it's alright. Not worried about particularly 100%ing this game. Or getting like any of the collectibles, because like not fully interested. Oops. Jump. Thank you.
Leave this place.
Error. Memory currently recording.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
Kinda crazy how close to home this hits.
Scrolls of being weapons. They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings? You do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then burn with them. Man, that guy must have had low vitality.
He is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good. Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city. Collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
Oh, don't you worry, buddy. Don't you worry about a thing. I've got a lot of targets on this one, huh?
You've no reason to stand here. Leave. Today is a glorious day. We will at last be free. Purge yourself. Your life ends now.
Ah, come on. Ouch. Ouch. Alright. Would you please take your sword out? Thank you. Like, this one's gonna be a long one, too. There we go. Yeah, it's not gonna be that bad.
For centuries, we've quietly acquiesced, agreed to believe based.
Just walking up in front of a group of people to do that and have them all just be like, alright, you know what, that's fine. Like, people are a lot more chill about me just walking up and stabbing dudes. Do you think it's got to do with, like, maybe they're just desensitized to a lot of the violence back then? They kind of just didn't care. Or maybe they just thought the person was bad news anyways. Easy. Like, man, these guys are easier to take out than I am. There's a joke about being easy because I'm a loser who's desperate. Okay. I can make fun of myself like that because I'm like, I know the truth.
Anyone can put ink to parchment. Anyone. Such power, such influence must be controlled. It cannot be given over to just any person.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's kind of a way. Now they just want to go onto the ladder so they could maybe make like some sort of escape, but... Oh. Unhand you. Like, here's how we turn the tables, nice and easy. Oh buddy, you just made a mistake coming over here to challenge me. Ouch. There we go. That takes care of you. Now we just got one more. Why are they asking for the guards' help when I'm literally fighting all the guards? Sometimes it's my favorite when AI just kind of like does its own thing in games like this. But I mean, it's something again where it's like you can't really do a bunch of stuff that would be considered quote unquote like realistic or anything, because you've only got so many options for things you can do with what like parameters you set up in the first place. And also like limited voice lines and all that fun stuff, so.
Good people see how well we handle this. Yes, he runs the lead as he does the
What? I threw a knife in his back, and instead of him dying like everyone else, he just ran.
unbeliever. He must be stopped. After him, my disciples. You must not escape. Join us. You too can be illuminated. Far from me, you must be made to see the truth. Pursuing me.
I wouldn't think I set it up so that way just the last guy always has to be this guy.
You must be made to see the truth.
There you go.
Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. Illness, for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you are rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
See, stuff like that's always an interesting perspective, because it's like, yes, some people get the wrong idea from certain texts, right? It's like, that's always going to just kind of be like a known. But it's that thing too where it's like giving people the ability to have the literacy in the first place goes a long way, I believe. So it's like that's why like education is important, because you give people the chance to be able to discern like right from wrong and be able to figure out what's actually, you know, true or not in a given situation. But a lot of the times what happens is people don't know how to like properly read and get the subtext of things, and they just go, oh, I saw this. And it's like, yeah, I mean, you saw it, but it's a complete fabrication, and now you're reading into it, and that's what causes problems. So it's kind of like it's like knowledge itself is important, but it's like also the people behind spreading that knowledge and using it for their own terms is what ends up being more harmful or dictating anything, you know, one way or the other. So I think that one of my favorite parts about this game is just like how much of the stuff that is clearly in here, like kind of as moral quandaries and like justifications and whatnot, like still apply now. You know, even 15 years later, it was like it's still extremely relevant and something you can pick up from, which I enjoy. It's what I like about media and games and stuff like that, where it's just like finding stuff that has its own meaning over time, and you know, it may have been applied differently or meant differently in the time frame that this was being made and consumed, like originally, but you can still draw into a lot of stuff regardless of how long it's been. Obviously, there's some stuff that's always going to have outdated views that you should, like, keep an eye out for, but... Ow. Alright. How about you strike me then? Yeah, not so fun now, is it? Where? Who? No clue who's looking at me. But we did it. So it's fine.
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished.
Yes,
His
sir.
life
I
as
did a
well.
good job, sir.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
You know what? Maybe that guy's not all that bad.
To a more recent one.
Yeah, let's fast forward, please. Big preach on that one.
Knives to deal with distant enemies.
Welcome home, child. What news?
Another of the named is put to rest.
Then it would appear your work is nearly complete and your status restored.
A question, Master, if I may.
Ask and I will answer.
Why these men? Jubair and Sabrand.
Ah, don't you see? They paved the way for change. Ensure threats both old and new are not given cause to intervene.
To weaken them is to weaken our enemy. I suppose that makes sense.
Were these men to continue their work, our work would quickly be undone.
How is that? We've caused them much grief.
We strike at the arms, yes. But this is a hydra that you face, and it is quick to replace that which is severed.
Then we should lop off its head and be done with this.
Soon, soon. We are close. Only one more man stands between us and our ultimate goal.
I will return to my work. The sooner this last man dies, the sooner I might face our true enemy.
Before you go, I have a question for you.
Of course.
What is the truth?
We place faith in ourselves. We see the world the way it really is, and hope that one day all mankind might see the same.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
What is it to transcend?
To recognize nothing is true and everything is permitted. That laws arise not from divinity but reason. I understand now that our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat?
Whereas we would dispel the illusion, they would use it to rule.
Yes, to reshape the world in an image more pleasing to them. That is why I sent you to steal their treasure. That is why I keep it locked away. And that is why you kill them. So long as even one survives, so too does their desire to create a new world order. Take your equipment. Seek out this last man. With his death, Robert de Sable will at last be vulnerable.
It will be done.
Let's go. We're almost there.
Safety and peace upon you, Altair.
Thanks, Master. Always looking out for me, guiding me in the right direction. More throwing knives? Short blade expertise. Ooh, okay. So now my short blade does more damage too. I will take a little damage here.
He's gone mad.
Gone mad with power, maybe. But you know me, it's just no big deal. Alright.
Countering a strong attack will leave your enemy vulnerable.
Let's see what information we
Greetings,
can gather today.
Altair. What news?
Al-Muallim has named another. Calls himself Sabrand.
I am familiar with the man. Newly appointed leader of the Knights Teutonic, he resides in the Venetian Quarter and runs Akka's port.
I'll start my work at once.
Here are the places where you should focus your search. On the docks east of here, among the ships and their crews. At the chapel to the northeast, near the cross overlooking the port. And to the north, in front of St. John's Gate.
This is most helpful. My thanks for the guidance.
Altair.
Yes, Rafiq.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
For doubting your dedication to our cause.
No, it was I who erred. I believed myself above the creed. You owe me nothing.
As you wish, my friend. Go in safety.
Ooh, we love growth. Everyone's being nice to us as we're reestablishing our, you know, rank, and then I think I'm also gonna make this episode another 2-for-1, because especially with us getting so close to the end, I was like, I kind of just want to go through and get to it. That way I can start. Next one.
Heathen, you'll pay dearly.
Okay.
I see him. He's over there. You're done for. Just give up.
I am sure done for, alright. Good thing I gave up when I had the chance. God, it's like these guards can't even hear themselves when they say stuff. Okay. But obviously, if this didn't get much, I think I need to go. We're gonna head this direction. What? Why would you lock on to the random citizen? That's very clearly not what I wanted to do, because I walked up and I tried to slice my sword at that guy. And yeah, take that. You can just like bully someone your own size, you know? Also, can I say it was like one of my favorite things in fantasy and like medieval stuff is just I love curved swords so much. Like this curved dagger, one just being like pretty large and then cool looking. Like yes, please.
You came along when you did. Another minute and they'd have made off with me. I owe you my freedom.
Of course, I am here to help save the day when it's convenient. I mean, when it's needed.
What a strange man.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we've got a lot over here that I think this is the area that I really need to take the time to investigate. Just like an alligator in a vest, I'm here to investigate for.
Was willst du? Bewegung!
Yeah, you think you can push me around like that? Try again. Wow. Wow, we're just... I've been thinking about it a lot recently, because I'm like, you know, I've spent a lot of time, like, learning game design and studying different games, and especially, like, because that's what I went to school for, you know, 4 years of college for computer game design, and I've worked on a bunch of different types of games. But thinking about it, I was like, what would be, like, a fun game to make as, like, a solo dev? I was like, one thing I've learned is I was like, I feel like if you want to do 3D for your first time as like a solo dev, you gotta figure out like some sort of aesthetic to make your life easier. Because like a lot of people, you know, you notice doing like the PS1 and PS2 era graphics, like something along those lines. So normally you can just kind of like make less, not like bad quality, but as in like less quality models, so you don't have to go like too in depth. Because I think a lot of people get hung up on feeling like they have to do, you know, the biggest and baddest thing. And it's like, that's not always really feasible. Especially like by yourself, unless like you are just genuinely talented with 3D modeling and you can kind of crank one out in a short period of time. But it's like it builds up so quickly. But then you make use of like some sort of filter that you can kind of, like especially for any of the PlayStation era games, or like style games that people make, you can... Yikes. But it's like with stuff like that, like you can very easily just kind of... you can get away with doing a lot less and it'll still look good, or at least it'll look the right level of jank. But as you start getting to like higher and higher quality models, then it becomes a lot more noticeable that like something is wrong, you know? Plus, again, you're making some sort of game that's meant to be kind of janky, and then you're fine with like exactly what people would expect. Like, I remember like being a kid and playing games like Diner Dash and whatnot. And it's like, games like that honestly shouldn't really be all that difficult to make now. Oh, and I'm dead. Or Altair just can't swim, apparently.
Use vigilantes you have freed to block your...
But it's things like that where just like, you know, if you're gonna end up making a game and it's gonna be like your own solo project, like small scale scale is going to save you at the end of the day. Because a lot of people get wrapped up in being like, oh well, now they want to do too much. And as someone who's definitely done that too, and not for granted, like even for all the amount of time that I have with game dev and whatnot, and like the amount of stuff that I know I can do, I was like, sometimes it's hard to get motivation to even like act on it. So I'm gonna go all the way back over here and get this viewpoint so I can actually more easily find the other ones. But I don't know, like I said, I was like, obviously I'm not a quote-unquote professional, but it was like I you know I've learned enough to be like, hey, what would actually be helpful? So if you're sitting here and listening to this and have any interest in game design, it's like, maybe just consider, looking into your scope, figuring out what's the right amount of work for the time frame that you want to get stuff done in, and don't feel pressured to have a million things. Especially now, given that games like early access is so much more accessible and like easier to validate. Definitely, I was like, I remember growing up even, it was like the only time that games went into beta was basically like Call of Duty, where it was just like, oh, we need to test the servers and make sure all that stuff's good and give people a taste because they, want to draw people into playing it before it actually comes out. But now, like, you can make an early access game, and if you have something good, like, people won't care that it's an early access because, they have an experience already and they're more willing to support it. So it's like, if you build yourself something solid, it's also interesting too because one thing I've learned is how important marketing is for games. Because a lot of people don't consider like the fact that generating buzz for your game is just as important as having like an actually good game itself. There's a reason why a lot of people get away with making slop and they sell a bunch of copies, and even if it doesn't have a prolonged lifespan, like they got all that because they got people to look at the name on there. But there's tons of people that have made like really good games that just don't get any publicity because they didn't take the time to actually like try and push it out there, and then it leads to all sorts of other issues. So it was like as time goes on, you just kind of realize that like game dev is a very, very difficult and particular industry. But on the flip side, there's so many tools that like now anyone can do it if they really want to. Stuff like that's just always kind of an interesting consideration. Please just drop. Please.
I hear you're looking for information on Sibran. Karm's found something you'd probably find useful. Best track him down if you want it.
Reach the informer using the rooftops before time runs out. I think I can do this. Running on the rooftops, everybody. Look out.
Many things. I've too many things.
You have no business here. Leave.
You seem to know exactly what you want. I like that.
Loser. As it says I have to use the rooftop, so I'm assuming that if I like fall to the ground, I'm probably just out of luck. You seem to know exactly what you want. I like that. Like, thanks. Me trying to rizz it up with someone when they compliment me.
Peace, brother. I've been looking everywhere for you. I stole this letter earlier today. Read it over. Hopefully it'll be of use.
Okay. Will soon retreat to his private vessel.
Leave this place.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Is there a
Cool.
reason for his nonsense?
No? Literally did not want to do that in the slightest, but here we are.
Help me! You want to kill me? He's gonna kill me! Heathen! Someone save me from the catching after you!
Oh. Where did you come from?
Help! He wants to kill me! You'll die for that! You can't get away from me! Move! Move!
I swear, some of these people are just kind of popping out of nowhere, and I'm like, I have no clue. Like, you don't even belong here.
You can't get away from me!
Oof, that's tough. We got a mid-jump, too. Okay, this time, just, yeah, thank you. Very kind of you. Thanks, Altair. You're a real one for actually doing what you should at this time. Okay. It looks like we've got a stealth assassination and a pickpocket, I think. Guys, over here. He walked into someone that ran right into his direct path.
Concerns must be presented to the guild representative at the court of the chain. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment. All dock vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
Joke's on you, I have no intention of giving up my ship. Also, so it's kind of crazy too how, like, so you've got this game, and then the next three are the Ezio trilogy, and then Assassin's Creed 3 takes you to colonial era to play as, I think Connor is the main character if I remember his name right, and then you go from there to 4, which is Black Flag, and that introduces the ship mechanic, and then that ends up becoming like the most popular thing in those games for a while. So even now, like, the games still have some sort of ship mechanics, from at least what I remember. Now I've not played Mirage at all, but if we keep up, I guess, with the Assassin's Creed franchise, I was like, we'll probably end up playing through Origins and all that fun stuff, and then kind of going from there. Really? What's your deal? I can't help it that my target walked through some dead bodies that I may or may not have killed earlier. Like, man, this game is rude sometimes, huh? Okay. Maybe. Alright, let's try this again.
All dock vessels must be cleared of crew.
Do you know all docked
cargo.
vessels must be
Captains are
cleared
to
of
present
crew and
themselves
cargo?
to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
So trying to think, like if I could be a boat captain, would I want to be, you know? I feel like it might be fun to be the head of a ship. Since I've been on like a full sailboat ride before. I've been on some like, yeah, I was like trying to remember where I went. When I used to live back home, we would go to the Outer Banks every so often, and they had a certain ship you could ride out there, and there's pictures of me somewhere, like as a kid. I hate it here. Just, if everyone could die, that would be great. Alright, let's try this again.
All crew members are to be turned over to the order for conscription.
Yeah, so it's like, I know that there's pictures of me somewhere, like actually behind the big old wheel of a boat.
Vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo.
And I was like, stuff like that's always kind of fun to just have randomly under your belt.
Teutonic order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
Ah, never heard that line before. This is what it feels like watching Hitman speedruns where people constantly reset. And then you hear the same line over and over again because you're like, alright, well, back at it again. Are you gonna walk over here and immediately accuse me? No, I'm surprised. Very heavily expecting that. Because every other time I walk around that corner and then a guard comes by and they're like, it's an assassin, get him! I'm like, I'm literally just blocking here, buddy. Oh my god. Don't be such a narc, dude. Third time's the charm. He'll never think it's me that's getting ready to beat him up and then end his life. Let's say you lived in like some sort of feudal era or medieval times. What do you think your role would be? Because like my dream on that end, with a lot of stuff that obviously it wouldn't be pleasant in the first place, right? But one thing I would love is to be a blacksmith. There's just always something that's been interesting to me about that, because it's like I love creating things with my hands, and like just the thought of just being like, okay, we're gonna hammer out some metal into something useful, and the whole process is cool. And it was like watching like modern day blacksmiths do stuff is really interesting. So like that would probably be my ideal if I were to have the ability to choose, you know? And then like in a fantasy world, give me anything to do with like brewing potions or magic.
That hurt. That really hurt.
Alright. I'm tired of walking around in circles. Excuse me, but this is our fight? Really? I'm gonna lose it. He didn't go to seclude the spot, he literally just walked in a circle. On the bright side, if I just kind of kill everyone on the way, more places will be secluded spots, huh?
jurisdiction of Master Sibran.
Can I just do this here now?
Of the Knights Teutonic. All crew members are to be turned over to the Order for conscription into the fleet. All dock vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a
That's what it feels like working my day job sometimes.
for reassignment.
Just hearing the same thing over and over and over again until you reset, and then hearing it over and over again. Like, wow. A lot of times it's my own dialogue that I say over and over again.
Who's responsible for this?
Really? Like, where are you guys coming from? Don't you have literally anything better to do? No, you don't get to run away after you... No. I hate it here. Alright, buddy.
Of the Knights Teutonic. All crew members are to be turned over to the Order for conscription into the fleet. All dock vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
Speaking of punished severely, I'm gonna punch you until you talk. Nope, I already hear people going, what happened here? Okay. I was like, please.
I'm only following orders.
Also, I swear to God, if that's the same guy that I let run away, that's coming back around.
After.
Then what?
Sabrand's claimed near 100 ships. For what purpose?
A blockade. They're to sail for open water and establish a perimeter.
For what? Does Salah ad-Din intend to strike from sea?
No, it's not he we defend against, but ships from home, to deny Richard more troops.
Why would one of Richard's own want to see him weakened in this way?
I don't know. Ask Sibran. They're his orders. I'm just meant to carry them out. Now, please, let me go. I've told you all I know.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I cannot risk you telling him I'm here.
Nighty night, shitbird. I'm so scared, oh no, there's a scary man in a white cloak running around killing people.
Did they let you
buddy.
into the city, or did you fight your way in? Oh, perhaps I should be more respectful, as I myself now require your help. I spent too much time in the harbor brothel last night, and insulted a Teutonic knight's wife, or so I am told. Now there is a group of them after me. Could you give me a hand or a blade? If you return before I leave the city, I will give you the benefit of my wisdom.
Don't you worry, I got you, buddy. Always here to watch out for the homies, make sure... Like, you know what? You got yourself into this mess, but I'll help you get out. Ah, come on.
How about you turn around and go away?
How about you don't be a rude jerk? Sound good to me? Nope. Wait, what? How did I not see you? God, I am the worst at literally anything in this, huh? Sorry, but I need to make sure there's as little people around as possible, so when I do the challenge, it's not as difficult. Okay, but who else see? Where did you see? Like, I swear, people just appear out of nowhere in this game. Like, I know that's not taking fault of my own, and I should hold myself accountable for my own bad gameplay, but is that I swear, people are just kind of appearing out of nowhere, and then I'm left to deal with it. Alright, buddy. So this time... Nope, you just... I just instantly messed it up even worse than last time. Right, well... This video is gonna end up being much longer than I meant for it to be, because I was like, yeah, I'll just do these two real quick, and then it's just non-stop of me failing missions over and over again. So you know what, sometimes it's about the journey, not the destination. We want to try and put an optimistic twist on this, you know? No. Stop trying to get in my way. Yeah, not so big and bad now, after you watch me effortlessly. Oh, so this just instantly respawns everyone too, huh? Okay.
Maudit voleur! Je te ferai trancher la main!
Let me go, please!
I'm gonna do this and then they're gonna yell at me, aren't they? Nope.
Please, someone do something!
Genuinely very surprised about that, but okay. Okay, so we can get you. Get you. Now we just need to get this last guy.
What have I done wrong?
Who killed this person?
Please help me. Anyone.
Damn.
So how do we get this last guy though when everyone is... Yeah, like how... Come on. I'm gonna have to run away and clear all the dead bodies, I think. Alright. Let's run away. Run away to save the day, yeah. Running on the rooftops, everybody sprint your heart out. Crazy how good these guys are for... How? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, Maybe I should just try and go for a different objective. But also one of those people is like, I hate backing down from a challenge at any point, so... Don't you worry, we'll get through it one way or another. We just gotta keep ourselves determined. If Undertale taught me anything, is to find determination in the littlest of things. Alright. Luckily, I think the distance for between the bodies is kind of low. Yeah, I don't care if you could have been hurt. Probably would have deserved it. Alright. See, look, okay, all the bodies are cleared. So now, we're just gonna come over here. Now wait for this guy to pop over a little bit further into this corner.
Let me go, please.
They should walk on over here. Take care of you. Okay. That's one.
Please help me. Anyone.
Okay, but who's red on me? Ouch. And then we just got...
Where are you?
You. Run back over here. See, easy when you don't have everyone investigating 50,000 bodies, you know?
You are a lucky man. You are alive, and I am still an Akka. Here is what I have to tell you.
I am a lucky
The only
man.
thing
Don't
more
you get-
dangerous than a drunken
don't you
sailor
forget it.
is one who is also angry. I know it does not seem like much, but with your wisdom, I am sure it will help.
Alright. Many drunk sailors populate the docks. I could have told you that. I was like, I feel like that's the biggest cliche for... Oh, okay, cool. I would love to counter. Thank you. Alright, well. Go ahead. Kind of crazy though that it was like me breaking the guard and then being get tossed off, like puts them into invulnerability frames that I can't actually hit them with a throwing knife. Because I feel like that would be such a great 1-2 combo. You just didn't just kill someone. I fought off a group of them and really? Okay, alright. Also, I wonder how much justification you can put into things like being a certain way for it being like in the animus, you know? Entirely way too many of you guys. Ow. Yeah, that overhand stab and everything. I think he's like Mike Myers over here.
Je vais t'étouffer. Payez cher. Donnez la force dont j'ai besoin.
It's my favorite because it was like everyone's actually genuinely so difficult to run from that you just it's quicker to kill everyone than it is to like try and sprint away and find a hiding spot. At least in my opinion. Could be because I am bad, but it's like by the time that you climb anything, because you constantly get stuck on stuff, it's like you might as well just, you know, counter everyone.
How fares your search?
I've learned all there is to know about my target.
Share your knowledge with me then.
Sibrand is said to be consumed by fear, driven mad by the knowledge that his death approaches. He has sealed the docks district, and now hides within waiting for his ship to arrive.
This will make things dangerous. I wonder how it is he learned of your mission.
The men I've killed, they are all connected. Al-Mualim warned me that word of my deeds has spread among them.
Be on your guard, Altair.
Of course, Rafiq. But I think it will be to my advantage. Fear will weaken him.
And then it seems that we need to follow through with our threat and not just stand idly by. Wrong way. Yeah, one of my thoughts for doing like edited versions of these playthroughs is like moments like this where there's not really much going on. Like I could skip probably a ton of the free running in this, unless like I talk about anything I think is interesting. And it would condense the playthrough down even more than what it is for someone who's like not really... Like I am, but I'm not running through the game, you know?
Gardez l'œil ouvert.
Sailing away. Yeah, that's not even close to the way that song goes. Or I guess tonally at least. One of my favorites is Come Sail Away, but remixed to be about a plane crash. It just opens up with, I'm crashing the plane. Open the doors in emergency. Doesn't that song have some weird relation about like what is it? Like aliens or something?
You are mistaken, Master Sibrand. I would never propose violence against any man, and most certainly not against you.
So you say, and yet no one here will vouch for you. What am I to make of this?
I live a simple
you're scary.
life, my lord. As do all men of the cloth, it is not for us to call attention to ourselves.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they do not know you because you are not a man of God, but an assassin!
Never.
You wear the same robes.
If they cover themselves as we do, it is only to instill uncertainty and fear. You must not give in.
Are you calling me a coward? Challenging my authority? Are you perhaps hoping to turn my own knights against me?
No. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I've done nothing wrong.
I don't recall accusing you of any wrongdoing, which makes your outburst rather odd. Is it the
What do you
presence
mean?
of guilt that compels a confession?
But I confess nothing.
Ah, defiant to the very end.
What do you mean?
William and Garnier were too confident, and they paid for this with their lives. I won't make the same mistake. If you truly are a man of God, then surely the Creator will provide for you. Let him stay my hand.
You've gone mad. Will none of you come forward to stop this? He is clearly poisoned by
I
his own
would, but I'm in a
fear,
cutscene,
compelled
so
to see enemies where none exist.
Seems the people share my concern. What I do for Acre! Stay vigilant, men. Report any suspicious activity to the guard. I doubt we've seen the last of these assassins. Persistent bastards. Now get back to work.
Oh, sick helmet, bro. Are you an overlord? Alright. So how do we tackle this one, boyos? Boyoingos? Buckos, buckaroos. This seems like perhaps the best way, as long as the game doesn't screw me and decide to throw me into the water. Get off me, please. Thank you. Oh, that's actually very kind of you to wait. The guy got stuck on his own guard.
You're afraid.
Of course I am afraid.
But you'll be safe now, held in the arms of your god.
Have my brothers taught you nothing? I know what waits for me. For all of us.
If not your god, then what?
Nothing. Nothing waits. And that is what I fear.
You don't believe?
How could I, given what I know? What I've seen? Our treasure was the proof.
Proof of what?
That this life is all we have.
Linger a while longer then, and tell me of the part you were to play.
A blockade by sea. To keep the fool kings and queens from sending reinforcements. Once we...
Conquered the Holy Land?
Freed it, you fool. From the tyranny of faith.
Freedom? You worked to overthrow cities, control men's minds, murdered any who spoke against you.
I followed my orders, believing in my cause. Same as you.
Yeah, fair enough. Ouch. Time to run, gotta make a dash.
Là-bas! Ils ne doivent pas s'échapper!
Easy. See, this was an instance, though, that actually running away worked, and I didn't get stuck, you know, fighting 50,000 dudes. Okay, but who else saw me is the thing. Do you know the Assassin's Bureau entrance is on the roof?
Altair, you've caused quite a stir.
I've done as requested. Sabran's life is ended.
So it is. So it is. You should ride for Masyaf and inform Al-Mualim of your success.
Yes. I should return and speak to him. Of this and other things.
Is everything all right, my friend? You seem distant.
It's nothing, Rafik. Just a lot on my mind.
Talk to me then. Let me help.
I need to make sense of this myself first. But thank you for the offer.
It is the men you kill, isn't it? You feel something for them.
How?
Ah, my friend. You are not meant to enjoy these grim tasks. Regret, uncertainty, sympathy. This is to be expected.
I should not fear these feelings.
You should embrace them. They are what keep you human.
What if I'm wrong? What if these men are not meant to die? What if they mean well? Misguided, perhaps, but pure in motive.
I am but a Rafik, Altair, and such things are beyond me. Perhaps Al-Mualim can help you to make sense of it.
Yes, perhaps. Thank you, Rafik.
It is my pleasure to have served with one as skilled as you.
Oh, you're too kind.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Figure now they'll probably take me out of the Animus. My guess. Loading.
Not a lot of time, Vic.
Understand there's a narrow launch window.
Wherever it's hidden, time to retrieve it.
Working on it.
And when it's done,
He'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself.
Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate it. Good thing I woke up at just the right time to overhear what's going on. Loser. Hey, girl.
I think there's a problem with the Animus.
Nope, it's working fine.
I'm pretty sure it just ejected me
I'm
when
pretty sure you should shut up.
You ready to finally tell me what's going on?
We have to stop them, Desmond. When they access that last memory of yours, they're just getting started. They want to change everything. The way we live, the way we think, the way we are. You've gotten the lecture from Vidic about what's wrong with the world, how we need order and discipline, so they're going to give it to us. Only we don't have a say in the matter.
How?
The Templar treasure. They think it...
Miss Stillman?
I'm here.
I need you to upload Desmond's files to the database.
Got it.
Okay. So... Nope. So... What are you thinking, buddy? Oh, that's so funny to actually see the chair move like that.
So what? They're using me to find this Templar treasure? What do they call it? The Peace of Eden?
Yes.
Well, it's looking like it's at Masyaf, so I don't know why they're wasting all this time with me. Why don't they just send their people to pick it up?
They can't. It's not that simple. The artifact from Masyaf, They had it. It was destroyed in the accident.
Then what are they hoping for me? You know, for my ancestor to tell them?
They're hoping he'll show them where the other ones are.
You mean there's more than one of these things?
Oh, Desmond, you have no idea.
Is there a problem, Miss
No,
Stillman?
Warren. Everything's Denver on my end.
Then, where are the files?
What a jerk.
I've got to move these files before he gets suspicious. We'll talk more later.
Okay, thanks, bestie. Always know I can count on you. There's a pen there. Alright, I guess it's bedtime. Oh, yawn, I'm just so tired. Can I go back out again? Can't. Because most likely... yeah, she's gone. Gotta obviously figure out what kind of file they... ah, the pen's gone. Alright. Oh. Let's see, has Lucy done anything with her email recently? Good items. Ooh. Please, why does it have to be so hard to scroll through when it's... because it's all in reverse order too, right? So, like, why would they... how did, like, this is something, how do you not notice, you know? Okay. Need intel on DIA event. At least 20 dead in accident. Assume this is the site of launch. If not launched, then certainly assembly. Should try and infiltrate. What purpose of launch? Yeah, what is purpose of launch? Launch. Low Earth orbit transmitter for artifact. Extension of condition response experience from 5 years ago. Successful, they control everything. Is that the telecommunications satellite? What do you mean everything? Our minds. What about Desmond? They're using him to locate another artifact I've been delaying, but they're close now. Does he know about us? No. Good. Keep it that way for now. You send rescue. Wonder why it is. So, problem's down there. Wonder why it is around last at you. I'll let you guess. Let's just say she's probably getting it bigger and better from someone else that isn't you. How can we hope to compete? Rest assured, there are some good ways. Click the link to see. So, W-E-W. No, we will... we will bet he... okay. W-E. We. W-I-L-L. We will. Don't see any capitals here. B. Oh. It's not that. It's we will be there. We will be there soon. Okay. Yeah. Don't mind me. Number one code breaker in the West. Okay. I think all of that's still the same. And what about these files on me before we wrap it up for the day? Welcome, Vidic. I know. Classified information, okay. Download analysis of the latest findings into the secure terminal in the conference room. It is critical that you review it and get back to us with any additional comments. You cannot continue with the search until you sign off. Please make this a priority. Can't access the computer. Wants a password. I'll call security for you to check your email shortly. 000-62677. Oh, let's see. Okay. So this is the, like, hey, don't tell people things. It's a gentle reminder. Guess the shit's really hit the fan this time. Someone managed to leak a bunch of documents on the fluoride enhancement studies, and now the pharmaceuticals division is under investigation by the feds. Shut the entire place down. Do you see what's in those reports? What the hell are they thinking? They pretty much poisoned an entire town. Wow, you've been watching the news. Stock is going to take a hit from this for sure. Want to grab lunch today? It's about those idiots in the pill division. We're putting out a press release about the satellite, telling them the launch has been delayed until the 21st so we can make improvements to the coverage area. Some stuff about less dropped calls for the benefit of our consumers, of course. Let's just make sure you get what you need in time to meet the new launch window. Interesting. And this is the daily headline. Hundreds hospitalized in wake of water tampering scandal. Abstergo Holdings stands accused of secretly manipulating a small town's water supply in order to test a synthetic drug referred to internally as new fluoride. Nation mourns the loss of Final Film Studio. History was made today with the closing of the country's last movie studio. The rising prominence of video games coupled with rampant piracy are considered to be the leading cause of its demise. Also, can I just say it's interesting they're like, yeah, we're using new fluoride. It was funny because it's like, you know, so many conspiracy theorists have like locked onto fluoride as a thing, and I wonder how long that's been a conspiracy then, if it's something that's like actively kind of being talked about in this, you know? The time to hit the hay. No time to think about that other weird stuff.
Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't
what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax.
Well, I mean, that one's
there's
true.
Also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
Where's this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true?
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly. It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin?
I guess. But I'm going to save that for the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that fun jazz. And I will see you in the next one.